Morning, everybody. Saturday morning, May what? 24th? Yes. I'm here with the Missy, your sister's birthday. Happy birthday, sister.
Happy birthday, Christina.
Back in Deutschland.
I'm not sure if you're ever going to watch the videos.
Well, if you're smart, you're always subscribed to the Jenn and Rosie Reality TV worldwide. We got people all over the place now. We're closing in on our first 100 subbies, and it's always kind of exciting when you start. You know, it's always a challenge to start a channel from zero, and you've done it a few times, and I've done it a few times too, and it's always, well, one good thing is you always get to redo stuff the way you thought that you should do it the first time.
I've had 5 channels.
Well, you just couldn't help being mad.
2 of them were shut down because I was too naughty. And then 3 times, well, then 2 other times I shut it down myself because
Just got sick of it.
I just got tired of stupidity.
And I've seen that too, like, just to do a little comment on it. You had the AFF profile set up, adult friend finder. You just thought, what the hell? I'm just gonna shut this mofo down for a bit. And, you know, I may or may not redo it, and I admire that. You know, when it's not enjoyable and stuff, you just cut the thing off.
If it's not benefiting you in any way, and actually it's going to irritate you and make your life more miserable than necessary, then you cut it out.
That's it. Cut that mofo
right.
out. That's the Missy Jenn strategy. Yep. Now the thing with me, when it irritates me, I just tend to drag it along like it's got 2 broken antlers, and then I think, well, I might feel better in a couple weeks or so, right? Every time Missy Jenn thinks YouTube sucks, I get some funny videos to show her up there. One of my
well, I mean, it's not YouTube sucks, but it's some other people.
Yeah, but I put a funny vid and a great Canadian appliance jump and all that stuff, and we're laughing our asses off.
We just watched this thing this morning with the guy jumping this thing.
And they had a washing machine and a little dryer.
And he hit that dryer, and boom, he broke his arm and flipped over. And
he won a trophy, bro, for the award for backward aid. He was busted on that. So anyway, you can always have fun, but I kind of agree with Jen that sometimes it can be awful irritating. But the surprises begin today. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I promise, Jen, you know, we're not going to do anything, right, except just have fun this weekend and do some stuff, because we have had our noses to the grindstone ever since the day you arrived here. And then before that, getting the ramp ready and all that kind of stuff. So I just thought before we start the next project of gutting the bathroom and doing the inside stuff, why don't we go have a little bit of fun? Take this whole weekend and just dedicate it to having fun. Maybe do some outdoor barbecue, and maybe Bobby drop by tonight. Maybe the boss will be bugging the hell out of us tonight. Who knows, right? But we're here and we're going to have fun, and their surprises begin now. Okay, guys, we're moving through West County here, as far west as Jen has been so far. Out here in California, we got a little bit of a traffic jamboree. It looks like a car got dicked up here on the side of the road, so I don't know what's going on, but we'll see. So I'll probably have to stop this for a minute, because I don't think anybody wants to stare at the back of vehicles. So, guys, rolling through the countryside, you see some of the more of the flavor here. There's a lot of dairy farms out here in California, because California has what? Happy cows.
Happy cows.
And happy cows make great milk and stuff.
Non-GMO milk. That's
yeah,
right.
we don't do the GMO thing out here in California. At least NorCal, maybe Southern California is okay with all that stuff. They fight that stuff, that GMO stuff, tooth and nail. Just in the Jenn and Rosie Reality TV, just a little flavor. You can see some of the rather steep hills here. And when they put this road in many decades ago, they really really had a concept of respecting the land back then. Instead of just plowing through stuff and taking down great stands of trees and things, they decided to just curve the road and just follow sort of the natural course through here instead of just plowing through. So it can be a little twisty and windy here, but you can now see as we're moving over the crest of the hill there, the landscape visibly starting to change now. There's many fewer trees.
Oh, I mean, who doesn't like twisting and grinding?
Twisting and grinding. That's it. So you can see how rolling and really pretty it all is. They're extremely expensive, but family farmers here can make a pretty good go of it because the prices for products command a pretty good price. And it's not like they have to struggle. There's nobody really doing grain farming and things like that. It's very specialized artisan cheese making and wine making and jams. They try to have what they call value added to things that they do here, as opposed to just being a raw commodity producer of wheat or corn. They try to take those products and add value to it to get themselves a bigger profit margin. Take the goat's milk, take the cow milk, and go ahead and make great cheeses in this area. Western Sonoma County and Marin County are extremely famous for a lot of artisan cheeses that are made out here. So just some more information for you on that. Is about as real as reality gets for the people living out here. And they tend to be very happy and healthy too because the climate is so good. They never shovel snow. Happy cows aren't shivering. So here we are, the Jenn and Rosie Reality TV. And where are you now? You're at the Alfred Hitchcock house, huh? Very famously featured in the movie The Birds. And Suzanne Plachette. And if you don't know who Suzanne Plachette was, just remember the Bob Newhart show on TV? Okay, it was Bob Newhart's, the psychiatrist's wife was Suzanne Plachette. But in the, are you having fun?
Always.
You're reliving a little, you're living a little movie history. Alfred Hitchcock absolutely loved Sonoma County to film his movies.
It's a beautiful building.
Yeah, he did the, you can see sort of the Russian influence on it up there with the windows, the sort of Eastern European influence. And of course, this area was heavily influenced by Russian traders, fur traders and stuff who settled out here.
Run down the street here?
Well, she had the kids. What happened in the movie is she was teaching class in there, and they had a jungle gym. You know, the thing you climb on at recess, and all the birds started flocking to that slowly, and the numbers built up. And then the birds started coming to the windowsill of the school and started pecking on the glass, right? And she freaked out and said, "Children, we're just going to go slowly. We're going to get up from our seats. We're going to push our chairs in, and we're going to make our way out the building." And when they got about halfway down these steps, she said, "Nobody run. Just stay calm. The birds they won't attack." And of course, somebody freaked out, and all of a sudden they went running down this hill over here. And that's one of the great moments in the movie. It's also one of the first times they put the real special effects in of having birds intersposed over top of the front. Yeah, so this is the one, and when Bobby and I came over here, he held the camera, and I was running down the hill like a
Well, we don't have to do that.
like the birds are after you. So let's get a pic over there for a minute, and there's the hill down there. So yeah, Hitchcock also did the 1940 Shadow of a Doubt in Santa Rosa with Teresa Wright and Joseph Cotton, the Merry Widow murderer. So we're going to take a snap and get on our way. You're happy today, huh? We're now rolling into the town of Bodega Bay as opposed to the town of Bodega, where we just were. This is home for a very large commercial crabbing fleet, the Dungeness crabs. One of the places that they come out of is Bodega Bay. So we will roll through, we'll go a little past, we'll go about 5 miles past, and then we'll turn and come back because I'd like Jen to see some of the extraordinary vistas as you stand on some of these bluffs and look out on the ocean. It's some of the most amazing sights that you'll ever see in your life, are just very raw, natural beauty. And then we'll eat at the here you begin to see this is the harbor for Bodega Harbor. You won't really be able to see it real well, but you'll get plenty other chances today as we work around the side. But this is a sheltered harbor where the fleet stays, and where a lot of the seafood companies are headquartered here. Restaurants. You can't really get the super spectacular views unless you go up the highway a little bit. And of course, when we come back down and look over, we will be going over to the looking over the ocean there, the wild Pacific oceans. We're still on Highway 1. Gobsmacked and lost out here. Went their way up the road. Okay, it's Jen and Rosie. We're making our way up through the town of Bodega Bay now. Jen's first visit over to the Pacific Ocean. And right now we're just skirting the bay, Bodega Bay itself, which is a protected cove and home to the commercial crabbing fleet here in Northern California. And I don't know how much you can see over there on the side as we scoot through. But don't worry, we've got better views ahead. We just want to go up to the coast and a little bit to get some of the dramatic overlooks on the Pacific Ocean here, and then we'll head down into the Bodega Bay down there and grab a bite to eat and look at the view off there. It's a kite shop. Just twisting and making our way around, and of course this is all regulated by the California Coastal Commission, and they decide what's built here and what doesn't get built here. And it's extremely difficult to get a permit to do anything along the California coast. When building went nuts in Malibu in the 60s and things, they created a coastal commission to start protecting the environment, so that everybody that lived in California would have an equal right to enjoy the coast, to come out here and enjoy all the natural beauty without everybody, all the rich people locking up all the land and prohibiting regular folk from coming out and enjoying the views and picnicking and all that. Now you might say, gee, there must be good swimming out here. And the actual fact is, water never gets above 50 degrees out here, so you'll never see anybody swimming or doing anything in the water, except maybe on the hottest days, unless they have wetsuits on and surfing, and then they take a chance with the great white sharks that are patrolling out there.
If you don't die of hypothermia, you might die of
hypothermia. So these are not. We had that flow of cold water coming down off the Aleutians of Alaska, and that cold water proceeds about halfway down the California coast, and you have to get down below Santa Cruz before you start to hit the warm water that comes up from the lower Pacific. The good news of that's kept a lot of pressure off of building out here for beachgoers and all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to roll a few miles down here, and then we'll be much closer to the ocean for really beautiful views. What are you doing? You're getting your first look at the Pacific Ocean, huh? It is really windy and chilly.
It's gone from 74 down to 59.
Yeah, as soon as we came over to Last Hill, the temperature went from 74 to 59 degrees in the space of about 1 mile.
Pretty good wind.
But you can see the glorious Pacific here, and this is nothing compared to the views we're going to get down further on the beach. And a lot of people do whale watching and things down here, so this is what it's all about, the Pacific Ocean. But you can see, you don't see anybody like the Rosie girl flouncing around in a bikini down on that beach, because you will have blue what? Blue everything, that's right. You'll have not only, well, I can't say it, I'm in lady, I have my diploma now, I'm lady graduated, so. Can you smell that salt and everything? That glorious.
I can smell it, but
Well, it's giving me a break from allergies for a little bit, I can tell you that. But this is it, Jen and Rosie at the Pacific Ocean, and you came a long way for this, huh? 1,500 miles to get all the way.
I've been on the East Coast, Atlantic
Sure.
City. Now I'm on the West Coast, and I see the Pacific.
And down here a little further, we'll get some spectacular views. So, are you happy?
Yes, I am.
All right. That was nice and chilly out there, huh? On the ocean.
Yeah, very cold.
Very beautiful, but very chilly. That cold water is never above 50 degrees, and it just sweeps off that ocean, and it just refrigerates that air. It makes it really, really, really cold. So we're making our way back down south again down Highway 1, the Pacific Coast Highway, and we're going to head down into the town of Bodega. We're going to check out some of the. We'll see some of the crab fleet that's there. I believe crabbing season is winding down now. And then we'll also be over some of the really scenic wild overlooks on the Pacific there. We have low tide right now, so it's not as dramatic as the tide coming in. But you might be able to spot a whale today. So we shall see. So head down the road here and drop down off of this bluff, and we'll be down at sea level down by the bay. Okay. Jen and Rosie at the Pacific Coast here. Just go slowly up there. This is worth the trip up. It's worth the view. Okay, Jen and Rosie at the Pacific. We're going to see a whale. Huh? Here we go. All right. It's a very spectacular view out here. It is a long way down there. And that water is really pristine, very pure, very clean. How you like that? Oh, that's spectacular. You're happy, huh? Capturing this all for the Jen and Rosie Reality TV right here. I apologize for the sound. Tell them how windy it is here. It is
very windy.
Very windy and very cold. That's why we had to wear jackets. You see people wearing gloves here and thermal coats and stuff. So it is chilly. And they're all out here hoping to catch a view of a whale that comes up and jumps out of the water. What did I call it? Frolicking out here. So yeah, it is beautiful. Make our way over here. It's a little quieter over here on this side. A little bit quieter on this side over here. You can see that spectacular beauty. Unbelievable. Okay, we're gonna grab something to eat now. The Tides Wharf and Restaurant here. You get a beautiful view sitting there looking over the bay. It is beautiful.
It's a beautiful.
Beautiful. That's a gift shop. Nice place.
They got two sets from here.
Yeah. Where a little wind tossed. Yeah. Two, please. Kai.
Two?
Two.
Two, please.
By the window, if we can, please.
I don't have one right now. You want to wait for one?
Well, how long will it be?
15 minutes.
Where else? What's the alternative here? Okay, yeah, we'll just sit over here if it's okay.
Sure.
See the view out there. Okay, we're having a Dungeness crab cocktail today. And I'm loving that. Got one for the Missy here. You liking that, huh? You're a California girl now. Absolutely delicious. Awesome.
It's uncomparable to anything that you buy.
Excellent.
It's the real deal.
The real deal.
Real
Okay, Jen and Rosie have just had lunch on the reality TV at the Tides. Where are you? The Tides Wharf restaurant. Well, what do you think of Bodega Bay having come over here? It's like a little mini vacation, like 15 miles away.
It's like a little paradise nestled away.
That's the beautiful thing about California is, like out in Missouri, you'd have to drive hundreds of miles till you really saw something different or felt different. But in California, you can drive a half hour and you can always see a lot of different stuff. So, what did you have for lunch? You had the native salmon.
I had king salmon.
Not farm raised, but wild salmon.
Wild salmon, and it nothing compares to
Nothing compared. You had some saffron rice there and some fresh veggies. And you look like you're damn happy today.
Having a smile that you need to
Off the hook. Surgically remove that smile. And I had the Dungeness crab cakes, and they were excellent too. So we're going to finish up, poke around a little bit. Jen wants to go to the gift shop and look around. I'm going to get a loaf of this bread to take home for tonight and have something for breakfast tomorrow. So okay, thumbs up, happy girl. All right, checking out the gift shop at the Tides. Did you find anything? The keychains you were looking at?
I was wanting to get
Yeah, this is not the place to get that that kind of stuff. How about a keychain or something? Bodega Bay or one just for Bodega Bay.
I think that one is bad.
That one's cursed. That's it. Nobody's got bigger butterfingers than I have when it comes to dropping shit all the time. All right, we're wrapping up our day trip to Bodega Bay, and what are you saying happened to you now? You were out there looking for walruses, for sea lions, and what happened?
I got attacked by a bird. It came down and scratched on my head.
Are you sure you're not just playing games because of the movie The Bird?
No, I'm not kidding.
Come on.
It was a black bird.
Probably your red hair thought it was like
It was a black
something to eat
bird,
up there.
and it came and swooped down and scratched my head and then went up on the roof there.
Well, probably you were threatening the nest or something.
I was like, are you serious? I mean, that's, wow, I mean.
That's really weird. Bodega, the birds attack, like
you know what?
The home with the birds, right? Kind of weird, right?
That if you come to Bodega Bay, that you get attacked by birds. Who would have ever thought that, right?
Thought, right? With the Frankenfish.
I'm not joking. It hit me right here.
How hard did it hit?
It scratched.
Came in, huh?
It scratched.
I don't mean to laugh.
It really did. It was a black bird.
All right. Damn don't you get your, I can't say you got a GUN.
I think I might
get your gun out and blast
I
that.
might even have it on film because I was talking to the camera when it hit
review your film, all right? Headlines: Bird Attack in Bodega Bay. Headline: The Birds Part 2. Okay.
Yeah, Missy Jen was first
Missy
victim.
Jen's bird attack. All right, everybody.